Shout out to the mighty LDBC. I am Trill Will LDBC or nothing, and welcome to yet another episode of Trill Will Cooks Politics on a good old Sunday. Once again, shout out to the Lions Den boxing community. For those who don't know, now you know. Number two. Number 52. Three things I ask when I go live. Number one, make sure you smash the like button when you come in the building. Push this video into the algorithm so that more eyes that need to see it, see it. Number two, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Click the bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I create content on this channel. And number three, donate to the channel. All your donations are greatly appreciated. And before I get started, Merry Christmas to every last one of y'all in the chat, man. Who we got in the building so far? We got Freedom's March, my brother in the building. Wish the princess a happy birthday for me. My brother Shelton in the building. What's good, Brody? My boy Woke Mike is in the building. What's good with it? My brother Coach Hudson. I hope you get the feeling better, man. Hope you get the feeling better, bro. Yeah. Troll Slayer in the building. What's up with it? My big brother Reef is in the building. Well, you probably wondering to yourself, what the world is Trill Will about to do today? You're probably saying to yourself, I don't know how I don't know how you're gonna put this one together. I just tell y'all, buckle up and ride. I ain't never let y'all down yet. I ain't gonna start now. This past weekend, this past Friday, there was a fight on Netflix. And as you know, I am a big diehard boxing connoisseur. I love the sport of boxing. I used to box when I was in the military. I've been watching boxing since I was a kid. But yeah, one thing I learned while boxing is that you don't play boxing. I guess Jake Paul didn't get the message. Jake Paul got in the ring with the former unified heavyweight champion of the world, Anthony Joshua, who flooded Francis Ngannou in 3 rounds. And people were really out here trying to make it sound like a YouTuber, a scrub, and Jake Paul will actually beat the former unified heavyweight champion of the world. One thing I will give Jake Paul credit for, he has more guts than most of these fighters that are out here pretending to be fighters nowadays. That man does have guts. Shelton in here lying. Stop the cap. Hey, happy early birthday, Woke Mike. Oh, just so y'all know, I'm on vacation this week. So yeah, y'all gonna see a lot more of me. You finna get sick of me. But anyways, let me build this thing so I can show y'all the elaborate ploy of how this coincides with America. With America, period. Anyways, Jake Paul is a YouTuber, a troll, basically, who had a whole bunch of scripted and whatever you want to call them kind of fights, a bunch of weird fights. Fought Anderson Silva, fought Tyron Woodley, let me see. I'm gonna see if I still got them pictures. I don't think I still got them pictures. Anyways, Jake Paul had first scheduled to fight Tank Davis, who is 135 pounds. I ain't even gonna get into how delusional Tank fans are. I'm not even gonna get into that. Just as a prerequisite of this conversation, Tank Davis fans are just as bad, if not worse, than Trump supporters. The delusion that these two groups of people share should be studied by a dog with a tinfoil hat. Anyways, that fight got canned. Jake Paul wanted to challenge himself, so he says. So he calls up Anthony Joshua and says he was going to go and fight the former unified heavyweight champion of the world. They build the fight. They get in the ring. The bell rings. First, let me pause right there. Jake Paul came out to "I am a real American." Yeah, whatever. Anyways, whoever that chick was that supposed to be award nominated who sung the Star Spangled Banner, you are trash. Absolute garbage. No. Anyways, I got to build this thing so y'all understand. Y'all see the correlation between how this fight is a reflection of what America is. Anyways, Jake Paul is in there running around the ring, falling all over himself. Anthony Joshua is just slowly taking his time. And by the 6th round, he barely even hit Jake Paul. He didn't even catch him like he caught Francis Ngannou. Broke his jaw and cracked 7 of his teeth. Good night, Irene. Real Will, how does this correlate to America, you may ask? How does this fight correlate to America? Well, let me set this plate up, get my ingredients together, and get this good old cook going. How does a mediocre, no talent having YouTube trollster put himself in position for people to consider him among the greats in this sport? Hello, Nina. What's up, ATX? What's good, Brody? Y'all smash the like button. How do you get in the ring with no experience, with nothing? How do you hop in the ring or get an opportunity to fight the former the former unified heavyweight champion when Deontay Wilder ain't never got a shot? Okay. How does this correlate to America? America was set up on a system so that mediocre white men and mediocre white women can look like they have achieved greatness when they never earned it. You know how they used to come out and they used to say, when talking about black people like Ketanji Brown Jackson or Jasmine Crockett or Kamala Harris, they would always say there were DEI hires and they didn't earn it. Well, white America didn't earn their spot here. They cheated their way here. They cheated their way here. They skipped the line. They had the play set up so that they could advance, i.e. the Homestead Act, i.e. the FHA, i.e. the VA, i.e. the GI Bill, i.e. moving black people off their property and stealing everything. What's up with it? My brother Thomas in the building. What's good with it? Salute to you, King. How does this correlate into boxing? Tay, good afternoon, Queen. How you doing? How does this correlate to the sport of boxing? And how does the sport of boxing correlate to politics in America or whiteness in America? Easy. Jake Paul was able to ascend to ownership status without earning his keep. Jake Paul hasn't done a quarter of the work that Devin Haney has done to build his brand and to build his name. He hasn't done a fraction of the work that Abdullah Mason has done to build his name. He hasn't done a fraction of the work that Deontay Wilder did to build his name. 10 title defenses, the most heavyweight title defenses in this era of boxing, tied with the GOAT, Muhammad Ali. How does Jake Paul ascend to the front of the line? Whiteness. How does Jake Paul give people a benefit of the doubt that he could possibly beat the former unified champion of the world? Whiteness. What happens when whiteness is confronted by confident blackness? What happens when it runs into a confident black man? Even though Anthony Joshua ain't from America, he's from the UK, but he's still a black man. What happens every time whiteness runs into blackness? That's confident. That's assured of themselves. They run. They run. Every time. My brother Joe Townsend, what's up, bro? They run every single time. Again, Trill Will, how does Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul correlate into politics? Jake Paul, like Donald Trump, has the ability to fail upwards. People are bigging up Jake Paul instead of calling out the fact that he ran and hugged all night. There ain't nobody talking about none of that. But they had a clinch counter for Devin Haney. They talked about how him and Shakur was running around the ring. They talked about that in Devin Haney's fight before he fought Brian Norman Jr. When Shakur Stevenson fought Edwin De Los Santos, they said the run of the truck. You see memes everywhere. Where are the memes for Jake Paul? Let's do the political switch up now. Where are the memes talking about the incompetence of Donald Trump? Where are the memes talking about him being a pedophile? Where are the memes talking about his wife is a whore? Where? But they go and magically make Michelle Obama a man. Even though that so-called man got two beautiful baby girls, both who finished in prestigious colleges. You see how art imitates life? Y'all see how art imitates life? Y'all see just how this thing works? How the political structure in America is a reflection of the boxing world? You see how the WBC is able to manipulate rules to coddle drug cheats like Ryan Garcia? Just like they are able to codify and adjust rules in politics that protects prestigious pedophiles like Donald Trump. They were supposed to release the Epstein files this past Friday. Did they do it? Nope. They just changed the rules. The shit they did release, it was all redacted. They signed the law. This is a law. This ain't just somebody just saying, hey, can we have those files, please, sir? That's not that. This is a law, punishable by jail time, punishable by sanctions, punishable by impeachment. Yeah, this is written into law, signed by Donald Trump himself. So how's the WBC able to adjust levels of clenbuterol when Canelo gets caught using clenbuterol, how they're able to now adjust the levels of Austrian when Ryan Garcia got caught using Austrian and Nandrolone. But you see how Donald Trump can cheat the 2024 election and they cheer for him. No one even questions the fact that Donald Trump and Elon Musk rigged the 2024 election. Just like nobody questions the fact that Ryan Garcia had to cheat to beat Devin Haney. And he still barely won. Still barely won. But people, as long as they can see the image of that wetback standing over, and I mean that with every ounce of disrespect in my body, fuck that racist piece of shit. A person who can get on Spaces and say he hates all niggers. A person who can get on Spaces and say he would dig up George Floyd's body and unalive him again. Fuck that wetback. Anyway, what's the number one thing they bring up anytime Devin Haney's name come up? Ryan Garcia in that left hook. Ryan Garcia in that left hook. In that left hook. Sure, bud. Sure. 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 Again, the correlation between boxing and politics is identical. Tank Davis fans are just as delusional, brain dead, and stupid, and a whole bunch of liars, just like MAGA. MAGA and Tank fans have to lie to themselves to make themselves appear to be relevant. They have to lie in order to make themselves sound like they're intelligent. That's why you ask a Tank Davis fan or a Tank Dick Eater a specific question about a specific time period, you can have the actual interview or article in front of them, and they will still talk around that as if you're making it up. You can hear, okay, here's another example. Tank Davis disrespects every single Tank Dick Eater I've ever seen him come in contact with, because his mouth belittles him. What does Trump do when his MAGA base says something he don't like? Oh, you're stupid, you're weak. They talk to them like they don't give a fuck about none of them. Same thing. Tank fans, Trump tards, same box, do the same thing with the same delusion. Same. The amount of arrogance and being stupid is wild. Look at MAGA. MAGA is going around telling everybody, oh man, see, Trump got $18 trillion back from the tariffs. Then a person like me asks, where are the receipts? You see him? You see him? King Corleone, what's up with it, my brother? What's good with it? And happy belated birthday to you, King. My brother Act with the loud pack in the building. What's up? Salute to you, bro. Y'all see where I'm going with this? You see how Tyson Fury can cheat Deontay Wilder in all 3 fights. His gloves never looked identical in none of the fights they fought in. Tyson Fury clearly got knocked out in the first fight. Clearly knocked out. His eyes rolled in the back of his head. The referee, when have y'all ever seen Jack Reese and any other person that got knocked out like that? When have you ever seen Jack Reese in somebody else's face? You've never seen it. I've watched hundreds of Jack Reese referee fights. Never seen him do it one time. Until Tyson Fury. Todd, you're lost. You're lost. Show me a racist policy that Biden passed when he was president. And for every one of race, you can consider racist policies that Biden passed, I'll show you 10 Donald Trump passed that are racist. TCW, what's up, family? I'll show you 10 that Donald Trump has passed this year that are racist. 10. I just have a question, Todd. Does the president write laws? Or does he just execute the law? You clear see the thing about it, when y'all do stuff like this and y'all talk about Barry Obama was protecting the LGBTQIA plus community. He sure was. Then I ask specific questions as if, like, does Barack Obama write the law, then sign it into law, and then enforces it? Or does Congress write the law? Got your guns pointed in the wrong way, big dog. Y'all got to realize who you're talking to. You have to understand what politics really is. So yeah. So Tyson Fury can cheat Deontay Wilder in all 3 fights, and nobody says a word. Tyson Fury can work with a known criminal, a known mob boss in Daniel Kinahan, a known drug boss in Daniel Kinahan, and no one says a mumbling word. Tyson Fury to this day can't even come to America. He has not stepped foot in America since he cheated Deontay Wilder. Why is that? Where there's smoke, there's fire. Just like Donald Trump can cheat the 2024 election with Elon Musk and Starlink controlling the voting machines, and y'all don't say a mumbling word about it. See how boxing and politics go hand in hand? Tyson Fury can cheat Deontay Wilder, get away with it, ride off into the sunset. Y'all herald him one of the greatest heavyweight fighters of all time. But you can't name another fight where he dented a man's skulls like he did it Deontay Wilder. I still got the pictures. See, that's the thing about keeping receipts. I keep receipts. I keep receipts. I keep the receipts. I keep the receipts. I keep the receipts. I keep receipts. They can't name another fight where Tyson Fury did this to a man's skull. You can't show me one fight where Tyson Fury's gloves look identical in the whole trilogy with Deontay Wilder. Can't even show it. Can't even show it. Of course you can't show it. You can't. You cannot. But you will deny it. Just like you know good and damn well, Donald Trump has never played fair in his life. Donald Trump cheats at golf like he breathes. Todd says he can veto the law that comes to his desk. Biden was one of the authors of the crime bill. Who told him to write the crime bill, Todd? Hot now. Hold on, y'all. I gotta take the sweater off. Hold on. I'm hot. Kyle World, what's up, family? What's up, Trill Hill? What's good with it, family? Okay, now we good. I feel better now. Todd Nelson, show me something today Biden done. Show me something. Show me. Show me something today that Biden's done. That man's administration gave more money to HBCUs than Trump did. Trump has done more harm to the black community than any president in my lifetime outside of Reagan and Bush. Jamal had the best one, but I'll talk about that later. That dude is nice. Jamal Harvey, that's his name. Jamal Harvey was the best fight for me. I liked it. Hey, Michelle. See? They're like, people don't look. True repentance is change in habits. Change is true repentance. That's why I'm asking you, show me something today. Show me something today. Michelle says, notice it is never current. It's always past things that the person has learned from the same kind of person that uses that the Democratic Party was racist. Factuals. Yet again. Yet again. Let me get this cook on again. I'm not going to be disturbed again. Tell me again how boxing is not a reflection of American politics. Tell me how boxing isn't a reflection of American politics. Tell me. Because I want to know. I want to know how American politics, how American boxing reflects, how it reflects the current state of boxing right now. Dirt Game Boss, what's up, family? What's good with it, bro? Tell me how that works. I want to know how that works. I want to know how that works. I want to know how that works. How does boxing correlate into politics? And I can continue to make example out of example, but I'll stay right where I'm at with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury obviously cheated Deontay Wilder. He obviously had to cheat him. He had to cheat him. He cheated him. He had to cheat. There you go. Tell me again how boxing isn't a reflection of American politics and American structure, period. Because I'm going to go one deeper. All right? Clarissa Shields is one of the most could do that. Dope. That is dope. That is so dope. Anyways, Claressa Shields is one of the most accomplished female boxers in this era. 3-time undisputed, multiple weight champion, 2-time gold medalist. But who gets credit for putting women's boxing on the map? Katie Taylor, who hadn't done a quarter. She's done a third of what Claressa Shields does. Why is that? Why is it? That is so dope. I did not know you could do that. Now I know. Yeah, I'm locked in now, dog. I'm locked in. Sheesh. Hi, Benny Loco. Okay, now for the hard part. See, Todd, I know you don't know nothing about boxing, bro. I know you don't. Floyd Mayweather has said this all along. When he beat Canelo, he was too green, and when Bud beat him, he was too old. Boxing took his toll on Canelo's body. Can't win as a black boxer. That's true. But that's what the racists were saying. The same with Barack Obama. Barack Obama gets deemed a coon, and he never did nothing for black folks, and he didn't do nothing, That's the reason why I raised the question of what you said a while ago, Todd. Because you have to make a basis in fact when you say something like that to me. It has to be realmed in a world of facts, supported by evidence, so I can look at it, so I can see. Because I want to see where you're coming from. Hi, Pam. I want to see where you're coming from. See, the thing is, it's easy. Just like the attacks on Jasmine Crockett, it's the same attacks on Devin Haney. They always try to tear down the accomplishments of black people, no matter where you are in the political sphere, you're in the athletic sphere, just like they're doing Shedeur Sanders. They're obviously trying to sabotage this young man's career. The man is obviously a number one draft pick. He's obviously number one. One of the best. He's the best quarterback that came out of the last draft. The best. Beat every last one of his counterparts, but he still gets talked down. I wonder why. Could it be the same reason why people like Nick Fuentes and Charlie Kirk can get heralded as heroes, while people who are trying to bring the country together, like Barack Obama, like Michelle Obama, like Jasmine Crockett, get heralded as dividers and race card abusers and all this other weird shit? Have y'all noticed that? Of course you ain't noticed it. You're too busy with your head in the clouds. You're too busy trying to pretend that what you're saying is realmed in a world of facts. You're trying to pretend like the world of boxing or sports in general don't have a correlation between how America works and how America was built. The NFL was built off the backs of black athletes. No one would be watching a game of football if there weren't no black athletes out there. Every last one of y'all in the chat would know that. You wouldn't be watching the college football playoffs right now. I'm an Alabama fan, roll tide. I would not be watching college football if there were no black athletes on the field. You would not be watching modern politics if there were no black people out here sounding the alarm against Trump's racist ass administration and Trump being a racist himself. I'm going to keep making similarities. Again, back to Claressa Shields. Claressa Shields gets heralded as ghetto, as classless, as this and that. They try to microscope this woman and tear every accomplishment this woman ever had down. They do everything they can, but you hardly ever hear Stephen A. Smith or Jason Fatlock get on their platforms and talk about the accomplishments of somebody like Claressa Shields. Claressa Shields is the most decorated female. She's the most decorated boxer, period. Coming in a second right behind her is Terrence Bud Crawford. And you see what they're doing to him. They're trying to sit, and just notice how, look at the expectations of Bud Crawford and Claressa Shields. They gotta literally beat up the X-Men, the Avengers. They gotta go beat up the Hulk. They gotta go beat up Darkseid. They gotta go solve cosmic equations. They gotta do all of this. Meanwhile, Donald Trump, all he has to do is go to sleep behind his desk and you clap like seals. Jasmine Crockett has been the only fucking person putting her life on the line, getting threatened every day that woman wakes up or make a video. How many times I've seen some racist Peckerwood or some racist white woman on there calling this woman the N-word every time I get on her post. And you want to know something wild? I wondered, like, why is it that when you talk about the acts of white women in American society, in the political structure, in slavery, why do they get heralded as damsels in distress? Why do they get heralded as the innocent bystander? Like, they couldn't do anything because the patriarchy was in full control. That's a lie. Let's break this shit down, shall we? In the state of South Carolina, and you can Google this, 40% of all slave transactions happened at the hands of white women. The biggest advocates for slavery in America were white women. White women were the reason why there were breeding farms, breeding slaves after this dismantling of the transatlantic slave trade. Now you wonder, and I used to always wonder this, how can somebody like Megyn Kelly come out and protect pedophiles? How can Pam Bundy be a woman and protect Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein being pedophiles? How? How can white women paint themselves as the innocent bystanders when in most cases during slavery, they were the most violent? There was a case in Mississippi where a slave was being raped by her master, and the wife found out. So the wife decided to make that slave, to make her life a living hell. The slave lady did not have to do a thing in the wrong. She did not have to do anything in the wrong. Didn't. But she was whipped over 1,000 times. She was whipped so bad one time because of the jealous rage of the mistress of the house, the white woman. The slave master who was cheating on his wife got no punishment. But she punished that black woman. Anytime she would get pregnant with his mixed babies, she would send those babies to other plantations and cause that woman all kinds of intentional harm to her. But you never hear about it. All you hear about is Scarlett from Gone with the Wind, the damsel. Oh, she cares about the well-being of slaves. What about Miss LaLaurie from Louisiana, who had a torture chamber in her attic, and a slave woman started a fire in the kitchen, which led to the discovery of her torture chamber, and she fled to France with no kind of accountability whatsoever. Y'all wonder. See, I have to be the one to have these difficult and hard conversations. I have to be the one to have those conversations. The reason why is because people still skirt by these conversations like they're not real. You wonder why during the suffrage movement, the only person they talk about during the suffrage movement, which was started by Black women first, is Susan B. Anthony. Have you wondered that? Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever seen it? Have you ever seen anybody talk about the suffrage movement without highlighting the Black women who set the shit up to begin with? I've seen it multiple times. To be frank with you, before I knew the history of it, I always thought Susan B. Anthony started the suffrage movement, which led to the passage of the 19th Amendment. Nope. It was those Black women who got shunned on. And Susan B. Anthony herself was a racist. She didn't believe that Black women deserved to be in the same spaces as white women. This is a fact. Where does this correlate? Where does this correlate? Okay, Julie, you know I'll be here cooking. Where does this correlate into now? Where does this correlate into boxing? Once again, you can see white women get made into the perpetual damsels in distress over here, while when harm happens to women in general, the biggest ones cheering for the harm are white women in this corner. They're in the corner celebrating the decimation of Roe versus Wade. They're in the corner helping to cover up for pedophiles and pedophilia. Only Black women I've seen cover up for pedophilia as coons. And we don't fuck with them. So tell me again. Tell me again. The only way this country is really going to truly heal is we all have to confront the ghosts that America keeps running from. Racism. Because every time, have y'all noticed when Black people talk about racism, they talk about their own lived experience. I talked about my own lived experience, and I get still called a victim, even though I gave you evidence that I've been victimized. Why do y'all think that's so? Because America would rather run from its demons than to extinguish them. They run from accountability as fast as they do from doing good by everybody. I have to be the one to tell the truth. This may piss somebody off. Oh well, you'll get over it. I still love you, but you need to hear the truth. I wouldn't be who I am. I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't tell y'all the truth. I wouldn't be a friend to any of y'all, especially my friends in here that are Caucasian, who are white. I wouldn't be a friend to y'all. I would be just as bad or detrimental to you as a Judas. What kind of friend am I if I'm not capable of telling you the truth or showing you a mirror or showing you habits? Because if you don't learn from those habits, you're destined to repeat them. Because if shit hit the fan and the rubber hit the road, like I said, I would never use this platform to say that all white people are racist. I would never do that. I would never, ever do that. That would be disingenuous and a lie. Because if all white people were racist, we wouldn't have a John Brown. I wouldn't have a Benny Loco. I wouldn't. I will say this as a precursor. All white people aren't racist, but a majority of them are comfortable in it. They enjoy the systems, the benefits of those systems that oppress people. They are okay when someone else, like a Mexican immigrant, gets dragged out of their car when they broke no laws. They are okay with it. They're fine with it, as long as it ain't them. The only time they say something, when it bothers them directly. See, the thing about it is, the moment that America, that white America especially, can give an account, because y'all notice every time, bro, every time the conversation about accountability comes up, black people get called victims. Black people get called weaklings. They use the race card, or they dividing the country. It's causing division. You're the reason why it's dividing. No, it's not. You're the problem. It's always been you. It's always been you. It's been you. It's you. It is you. It is you. It's you. Oh yeah. Oh, I got some more. I got some more. Trust me. I got some more. I got some more. Oh yeah, I got more. I got more. There we go. Let me make myself little. Let me make myself small, so y'all can see. Okay. They say black people are victims, right? Name me a white content creator that is racist, like Nick Fuentes, Charlie Kirk, that didn't build their content or build their platforms off crying and whining and playing victim. Name one. They don't know what's coming. We want a civil war. Oh, the whites are dying off. I want to say the N-word. I'm tired of being politically correct. We can't get jobs. I shouldn't have to compete with black or brown people. We need to start shaming race mixers, calling them mud sharks. The Jews. I can't find a wife, so I'm going to end the world. Read what the bottom says. The whiny white man suffers from reproductive insecurity and the fear of competition. He spends endless hours online crying about feminism, Jews, multiculturalism, and immigration. Anyone who's not a white male making progress is seen as a threat, and he will resort to psychotic verbal attacks to justify his racial hatred victim narrative. Now tell me where I'm lying at. Show me where I'm lying at. What is Nick Fuentes' content? Whining about feminism, saying dating is gay when he's an incel. He's obviously gay. What does Fresh and Fit do? Play monkey noises when he's a fucking immigrant. But what happened to his real weak ass this weekend? What happened to him? What happened to Myron? What happened to Myron? What happened to Myron? Huh? What happened to good old Myron? The one who's been talking all kinds of shit about the blacks. Oh man, y'all are monkeys, y'all are ghetto, y'all are this, y'all are that. What happened to him? Let's see.
Getting rejected at MFAT. So Amaru is not. Yeah. So what's happening, David?
Turning Point did a smart thing. They're not allowing Muslims into their conference.
So he's not been allowed in. Security is he's calling nobody because no one's gonna help him get in. So I don't know who he thinks he's calling, but
look how pathetic. And listen to these white men shit on this dude, but he'll get online. Ah, dang, I forgot I had the West collar up here. They threw him out of Turning Point USA. But he spends hours upon hours online denigrating black people, whining about black women, whining about black men, whining. These motherfuckers spend endless. Y'all can't name me one fucking Lily Gaddis made her racist ass platform whining about black women, whining and making up statistics about black men. Same with Charlie Kirk, who y'all want to make into a saint. Y'all try to compare this clown, big gums, little teeth. Y'all trying to compare him to Martin Luther King when his whole platform is this meme right here on this screen. Just like Ryan Garcia, crying and whining on the internet, getting drunk, talking out the side of his ass. Boxing is a reflection of America. American politics, American social structures, the whole nine. Am I doing a good job proving it? Oh, it's always the blacks. Oh, the blacks. Charlie Kirk made a whole platform talking about using skewed black statistics, lying about it. Oh, 1350. You can't even prove 1350. You can't. I've already debunked that shit so much I'm tired of debunking it. I know the talking points. That's all they got. Same with that other plain looking bitch, that white bitch that got called out by that lawyer. She go around on platform to platform talking about how the blacks, oh, y'all are violent. I gotta clutch my pearls. Will, I gotta clutch my pearls, Will, because I'm afraid. But then when you show them statistics and data showing that white men commit most of the mass murder, commit most of the child rapes, they hold on to most of the CSAM material that you see out here. My brother B.V. Otis, what's up, bro? Right now, today, you got white women, Pam Bundy, Alina Habba, Megyn Kelly. You got a host of white women right now protecting pedophiles. This is what they do. But you don't hear none of the outrage from white women. You hear it from a subsection of them. You don't hear a majority of white women out here calling Pam Bundy out for protecting pedophiles, do you? You don't. My dog, Eddie Lorenzo in the building. What's up, bro? You do not hear Pam Bundy talking that tough shit. You do not hear Pam Bundy doing none of that tough shit. You don't hear. Nope, you don't. You ain't going to. You do not hear white women talking about how ironic it is that Erica Kirk, after her husband was so-called assassinated, y'all don't hear a word about how people talking about the only person raising suspicions about Erica Kirk's actions is a black woman, even though she's a sellout. The only person that's raising the alarm about the way Erica Kirk is using her husband's death to gain monetary gain and control. See, again, I'm gonna keep showing y'all examples, dog. I'm gonna keep showing examples. Look, here's another example.
Are you a white male who's experienced discrimination at work based on your race, effects, you may have a claim to recover money under federal civil rights laws. Contact the EEOC as soon as possible. Time limits are typically strict for filing a claim. The EEOC is the federal agency charged with enforcing federal anti-discrimination law against businesses and...
Why does she look like she got punched in the eye by her husband? Look at her eye, right there. Look, right there where my pointer is. Right there. Look like she got punched in her eye by her husband.
Other private sector employers. The EEOC is committed to identifying, attacking, and eliminating all forms of race and sex discrimination, including against white male applicants and employees. Check out EEOC.gov to learn more and read our one-page explainer about DEI-related discrimination.
You see what she did there? She ain't mentioned nothing about black people being discriminated against, where there's multiple case studies, multiple. We got laws on the books to protect black people, even getting looked at when we're overqualified and overly educated than the white counterparts. Did you know that a black man with a clean criminal record and college education has a lesser chance of getting a call back for a job than a white man with a felony? That ain't victimhood, that's a fact. Oh, you're a victim, Will. Will, you're a victim, Will. You're a victim.
You a white male?
You're a victim, Will. You're a victim. You are a victim, Will. You are a victim. They always try to project their weaknesses, their victimhoods onto black people. They've always done it. That's why I'm gonna ask this question again. So, because I ain't get an answer yet. You name me one of these content creators that's MAGA, that don't spend hours online crying and whining about, oh, I gotta compete with the blacks. Oh, the blacks are stealing all the jobs. The Mexicans are stealing all the jobs. Hey, Judy, name one of these content creators who don't spend multiple hours crying and whining about black folks and immigrants on their platforms that have millions of followers. Nick Fuentes is the biggest example. Fresh and Fit, same way. The Hodge twins, same way. Every black coon content creator, the same way. Candace Owens, Officer Tatum, Stephen A. Smith, all of them operate with the same thing, the same type of content. Oh, you want to talk about how loud Jasmine Crockett is, you want to talk about how ghetto she is, you want to talk about how LeBron James is this and that and the third, and you want to talk about this, you want to talk about that, you want to whine about every single thing that you want to whine about. That's pretty much it. That's the whole white whiny ass man complex on the internet. That is pretty much the manosphere explained. They literally sit and spend hours and hours online. Nick Fuentes sits in his mama's basement on his computer crying and whining about black people, whining about white women not having enough babies and white people being erased. You can look this shit up. You don't have to take my word for it. You can literally look this shit up right now. You can literally watch this shit right now. Literally. Meanwhile, Donald Trump can literally literally say the most stupidest shit on God's green earth in any press conference, and these fuckers eat it up like it ain't shit. He can literally say the dumbest shit ever. Literally, Donald Trump literally, okay, I'm gonna read an excerpt from the release because they didn't get, look, they thought they redacted everything in the Epstein files, but they didn't. They forgot some shit. And case file 1.20.cv.00484, document 1, filed January 17, 2020. It's page 4 of 10. And it's at section 17. It says, during one of Doe's encounters with Epstein, he took her to Mar-a-Lago, where he introduced her to its owner, Donald J. Trump. Introducing 14-year-old Doe to Donald Trump, Epstein elbowed Trump, playfully asking him, referring to Doe, "This is a good one, right?" Trump smiled and nodded in agreement. They both chuckled, and Doe felt uncomfortable, but at the time she was too young to understand why. Jesse Lee Peterson, that's pretty much his platform. Whining. That's whining. But they see pictures like this of Donald Trump with little girls. They don't say a word. Jeffrey Epstein with little girls. Protection. They don't say a word. Let Barack Obama look funny. Let him wear a tan suit or ask for Dijon mustard. They're making hours-long segments about how worthless Barack Obama is, how he's taking advantage of the American people. You won't stop Jesse Waters and Sean Hannity from making hours-long whining fest, talking about all of these, you can't stop these people from whining. You can't stop them from whining. You can't. But I guarantee you ain't none of them talking about this. How Pam Bundy and Cash Patel are taking photos and trying to make it seem like Michael Jackson and Bill Clinton was in the presence of little girls on a plane. When that same picture was taken from a fundraiser in 2003 with Diana Ross, Diana Ross's daughter, and Michael Jackson's 2 kids. Joseph Jackson Jr. and Paris Michael Catherine Jackson. Right there. Anything to protect the pedophiles, huh? Don't even care. They do not care. They would do anything to protect these fucking billionaires and these rich ass white men with money who are fucking pedophiles. And it's disgusting. In the same way that they covered this shit up, they covered up the fact that Tyson Fury used a mob boss to cheat Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. So ask me again how boxing correlates into modern day American politics. And I just showed you. They were still deny the fact that Tyson Fury cheated Deontay Wilder just to uphold Tyson Fury as some great heavyweight champion when he got whooped by a cruiserweight. When you can't find another fight, not one, Carpe diem, you're absolutely right. That's why I encourage every single one of y'all, every one of y'all, every single one of y'all. That's why I ask every single one of y'all to do your own research. Even since the days of Black Murderers Row, even since the days of Jack Johnson and the integration of black boxers into modern boxing in 1906. They done took pictures of Bill Clinton with his granddaughter and try to make it sound like he had young girls and shit. They done took some picture with him in a hot tub. All you see is them covering up for Donald Trump and all these rich ass white men. They're covering up, even though Donald Trump even openly confessed to walking into the dressing room of 15-year-old girls during a teen pageant that he was running. He had to inspect it, right? Yep, Brooklyn. I was gonna get on that, but I seen a bigger point in this. I was proving the fact that the world of boxing is just the same as American politics. Same thing. You don't hear about all those drug cheats that are white. You don't hear about them. You hear about their accomplishments though. Research everything. I'm talking about, I do reverse searches and everything. Reverse optics, reverse photo searches and the whole nine. I go above and beyond, because you never know what you're going to get nowadays. Notice that Donald Trump deregulated AI so that you can get a why do y'all think Don Bongino and his hairline is stepping down? Why do y'all think? Why do y'all think? Why do y'all think Don Bongino, who built his career off of talking about the Epstein files? Now, I understood what you were saying, Carpe Diem. Salute to you, Broly. Why, y'all? That's the question that I ask about everything. Everything. I ask why. Pam Bundy knows what's in those files. Cash Patel knows what's in those files. So they are going to do everything they can to cover this shit up, even risk their own freedom for it. Just like you see Tank fans burn bridges with people they used to call friends. Lie, ruin their own integrity, their own morals, just so they can protect somebody who cusses them out and belittles them every chance his little yellow ass get. Paul, you know what? You're right. Yeah. Yep, Iran took tail because these people, look, I told y'all at the end of the day, when the days of social media, it showed me one thing, and one thing that I really, really need to see. One thing I needed to see were the white supremacists that talk about killing black folks and immigrants and all this shit. Were they really about that life? Were they really as brave as they claim to be on the internet? Then I seen this white nationalist who's a Nazi get slapped and did absolutely fucking nothing. He reset my shit. You got slapped like a whore and you did nothing. You did absolutely nothing. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is doing Klan rallies, talking about his wife's panties. Donald Trump was in North Carolina talking about Melania Trump's panties, as if we ain't seen her butt naked on the internet. Donald Trump literally is the chairman of the board of the Kennedy Center, and he appointed himself his name to be put over John F. Kennedy's name in violation of a law that protects that building. Do you think he cares? Nope. Nope. Doesn't care. They got a movie coming out about Melania Trump. What are they going to talk about? Her not speaking English properly? How did she get an Einstein visa? The same way they ignore KK Kovalev beating up women and kicking dogs and shit, but they can talk shit about Devin Haney. See how that works? See how boxing correlates into politics? If it's somebody you don't like, if it's somebody you absolutely hate, you'll go above and beyond just to hate on him. You over here posting prayer. I pray to God that Rolly Romero don't fight him. I pray to sweet baby Jesus. In protection of a man who called you fucking soft and to shut the fuck up and embarrass your goofy ass on Twitter. Y'all are weird. Y'all are weird. Weirdos. And you don't even care about being weirdos. You do not care about being weirdos. Don't care about it. You don't care. Nope. You got to be on the winning team. Lou Hawk, what's up with it, Brody? Mister for your sister. Salute to you, man. Luther, salute to you, man. Lamont Griffin, salute, man. You see how I'm piecing this together? How does AJ versus Jake Paul equate to modern day politics? Let me break it down one more time for those just joining. Jake Paul, a talentless, mediocre white man, can ascend to the upper echelons of boxing, having not put in none of the work at all. While fighters like Floyd Mayweather, who's one of the greatest, most defensive boxers of our lifetime, while fighters like that get blackballed, Y'all want to know something wild though? I'm sorry, BVR, I got to tell the truth. I got to tell the truth. I've got to tell the truth. Y'all want to know the wild part? The only person that is seemingly being held accountable or so-called accountable when she's bodying these motherfuckers left and right, front and center, is Fani Willis, who had the balls to indict Donald Trump. A black woman who successfully indicted Donald Trump.
You ready to tell them what they want to hear?
Damn, Thomas.
Is it true that part of your transition team was involved in the process of interviewing people before you entered office to lead the investigation into the 2020 presidential election?
If you recall the facts, I was already district attorney when this all came to light. I interviewed everybody at the DA's office, and I interviewed other people to come and work at the district attorney's office. And as I told you, I did that on my free time before I became DA. But I had no way of knowing that these criminals were going to commit a crime.
You all want to intimidate people from doing the right thing, and you think that you're going to intimidate me. But you see, I'm not Marjorie Taylor Greene. I ain't going to quit in a month because somebody threatens me.
You see how they got her off that case? Brought something totally irrelevant. Had nothing to do with her performance in that case, her or Nathan Wade. They had to bring up a relationship that her and Nathan Wade had to disqualify her from that case. Name a black person who could do that shit. Don't worry, I'll wait. Trump can. He did it. He did it.
Peter Skandalakis, as head of PAC, continued the investigation after you were disqualified. He concluded the investigation did not further warrant further action.
So they put a white man in her place, and he suddenly found out that the charges didn't warrant an investigation suddenly. See? White man is going to protect the white man. Truth, justice? Yeah, right.
Mr. Skandalakis has never read our entire file. When he just dismissed his case, there is no way that he read the entire file. You want something to investigate as a legislature? Investigate how many times they've called me the N-word. Why don't you investigate that? Why don't you investigate them writing on my house? Why don't you investigate the fact that my house has been swatted? If you want something to do with your time that makes sense, and you can use all this in your campaign ad, you attacked Fani Willis. What have you done, sir? Nothing.
Y'all want to know the wild part? Is there is a actual recording of Donald Trump trying to intimidate the AG and other members of the Georgia fucking government to overthrow the 2020 election. And even if they overthrew it, they overthrew the votes in Georgia. Trump would have still lost.
Based on the indictment, that the ultimate goal was to overthrow the 2020 election.
That was the ultimate goal. And we've had people that are supposed to be leaders that instead of being leaders are just cowering down. This country needs leaders, not cowards.
You see? Y'all see? Y'all see how it takes a black woman to sound the alarm. Shout out to Nala 86 and 97 in the super chat. Salute to you. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting the channel, man. Somebody loves you, baby. Oh, oh, oh. You got Donald Trump on a phone call Say, I need you to find me 11,780 votes. Don't worry.
In Fulton, where they dumped ballots, you will find that you have many that aren't even signed, and you have many that are forgeries. Okay? You know that. You know that. You have no doubt about that. And you will find you will be at 11,779 within minutes, because Fulton County is totally corrupt, and so is she totally corrupt. And they're going around playing you and laughing at you behind your back, Brad. Whether you know it or not, they're laughing at you. And you've taken a state that's a Republican state, and you've made it almost impossible for a Republican to win because of cheating, because they cheated like nobody's ever cheated before.
See intimidation? The only ones out here trying to make a case for Donald Trump, trying to overturn the confirmation of Georgia elections, are white people. And coons, buck dancers, Sambos. You see them. Ruby Freeman and her daughter were subjected to threats of violence, had to move from their home, so they sued Rudy Giuliani because he lied on them. Notice how they call, matter of fact, let me find that video of Fani Willis. I'm gonna show you some of the comments. I just want to see the comments. That's it. Oh, hold on. Listen to this.
I've got some of my people looking at that because, frankly, that was a theory of us coming into session that we had not considered. We have been thinking that we had to travel down the road of having 3/5 of the House members, which we couldn't get.
By the way, you do it to uncover fraud. You could say for transparency and to uncover fraud, possible fraud. So who's going to stop you for that? You know, it's like
a federal judge.
The office of President of the United States.
Office of President of the United States.
We won this thing by 400,000 or 500,000 votes, just like we did Alabama and every other state in the South. And we won your state massively. They took votes away, but it's very beatable. If we had a special session, we will present, and you will say, it's been massive fraud. We're going to turn over the state.
I want Donald Trump to remain the president. If there's any way that we can possibly help in that regard, I'm on board.
Thank you, David. Thank you. We won't forget.
Told you. Who's protecting Trump? Don't look like me. But still, these people will get on the internet and tell you up and down, oh man, see, man, Trump won Georgia, man. He won it. I want y'all to see some of the comments. I want y'all to see. Let's see, look. Victim card. See? See? DEI hires never work out well. Look, they always got the same profile picture. Same one, look. Same one. Suddenly, Fani Willis is carrying a $10,000 purse off the backs of taxpayers. But you ain't talking about the billions Donald Trump stole from taxpayers, though. I want y'all to see. I'm sick of Fani Willis, tired of her loud mouth and arrogant attitude. Say the same thing about Jasmine Crockett. Same thing they said about Kamala Harris. Same thing they said about Ketanji Brown Jackson. Same. They got the same weird, goofy, lame ass jokes. Look at him. This fat, unwashed piece of shit here. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. The same type. The same type. Rage bait on racist ass Twitter. Oh, she's going to jail. She's going to jail. Look at him. Low life. Ghetto DA is trash. Anybody ask how she can afford an $11,000 purse? Big Fani is toast. Making up lies about her having offshore accounts and shit. Got all kinds of lies out, just like they did Jasmine Crockett. Do y'all see the trend? Y'all see the trend? Yep. Yep. Ah, Chris Tucker in there, man. Chris Tucker, man. Chris Tucker, man. See, these people got the fucking wherewithal of a fucking Brillo brush. That's them. Why is Fani Willis being held in a fucking congressional meeting and not Trump? They're all the same type of people. Same joke. Same joke. They've seen that 4 times already since scrolling in his chat. See? Fat Fanny. Notice one thing they did not say, that she was lying. Dumb ratchet hoe. Look. See? These people got the wherewithal of a fucking toddler, dog. Same thing. They ain't talking about Trump raping little kids. They ain't talking about none of that. How Trump and Jeffrey Epstein are one and the same. Trump wasn't just a friend of Jeffrey Epstein. They were twins. They did the same shit. The only ones in this country that a majority are covering up for pedophilia and anything Donald Trump does, Donald Trump can call them stupid. He can steal money from them, make their lives a living hell. They're still going to support Trump. You know why? Because they want to hold on to whiteness. Whiteness is the only thing they got out of Donald Trump winning this election. That is it. to be arrogant assholes online, trying to be arrogant assholes and get their shit rocked in real life. This is what they do. The Republicans in the state of Georgia are a bunch of fucking clowns. They are a bunch of fucking circus monkeys. That is it. That is all. That is it. That is all. Yep. Eddie, you feel where I was coming from when I made that statement, I think last week. Maybe this was the wake-up call that America needed, so that America stops running from its bigotry and racism and history of racism. The only ones coming up with all these bullshit conspiracy theories and all this, the only ones that are coming up with them look like Trump. Yeah. That cross-eyed wombat, that sellout Cash Patel. Cash Patel really wants to be a white man. He does. The cover-up is open, broad daylight, clear as day. And they do not care. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. There's no limit to the amount of fuckery bullshit that they could do. They don't care. The real reason I think, and I'm still going to stand on this, the real reason I think that these people want to keep these Epstein files covered up, because new avenues of how Donald Trump and Russia are tied together were going to get exposed. And they're going to one day, because it's a law now. Yeah. Meanwhile, they lie. Both sides argue. They do all of this shit to pivot, talk about Muslims and Islam and all this shit. They do all of this shit They keep making up these cases, talking about, oh, we're gonna refer Barack Obama for treason. That shit ain't never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. It's fresh meat for their stupid ass supporters because they're too dumb to realize that Barack Obama, like Donald Trump, is covered under immunity. So what do they get in return? What do they get? Just like boxers ducking each other. You get nothing. You get a wish. I hope they indict him. That's how much they hate that man. Michelle, me too. I want to know too. I want to know too. I want to know too. Listen, just listen to Tulsi Gabbard.
PUSA host, we often talk about the attacks on freedom that came from the Biden administration, how they sought to censor us in different ways, how they sought to spread disinformation to try to limit or control or curate what we saw and what we heard, how they lifted up certain voices and hushed others, reaching into their propaganda arms and compelling social media companies to do their dirty work for them.
Hey, question. Who has Turning Point USA chapters in their schools now? Who's burning and banning books? Who's ripping up civil rights left and right, ignoring court orders? Hundreds of years of precedent. Who's doing it? Them. Her. They're doing it. Who's a Russian puppet? That bitch. So much for America first, huh? Yep, Carpe Diem. These people are in a cult. But yeah, finish this to her lie.
But there is a threat to our freedom that is not often talked about enough. And it is the greatest near and long-term threat to both our freedom and our security. And that is the threat of Islamist ideology.
Which is a fucking lie. Okay, question, y'all. She said Islamism is the biggest threat in America. Were all those mass shooters that killed all those people, were they Muslim? What about all these pedophiles? Are they Muslim? What about all these child sex traffickers? Were they Muslim? The answer to all those questions would be no. Weren't they Christian white nationalists though? So this old dirty ass white bitch right here can go ahead and try to pan off the fucking blame from white Christian nationalism and pretend like white men ain't out here running amok raping little kids. Y'all see the play? I hope y'all are paying attention. That's the play. As long as we can push this shit, and y'all do realize all this blaming and all of this lying and shit. Perfection, what's up, family? All of this damn pushing blame off and lying on Islamic Muslim people. All this lying and shit is only a projection of white Christian nationalism in America. That's the greatest threat against America itself. What y'all see right now, you see Trump and Stephen Miller over here violating people's civil rights and civil liberties with no warrants, no nothing, no care about precedent, no care about civil rights, no care about the Constitution at all. You see white men left and right. All these white people Donald Trump pardoned, breaking laws again. But Islamophobia though. Islamophobia. Islamophobia though. Islamophobia. That's what they tell you. What did I say about? What did I say? What did I say? What did I say?
He theories about you. I have no idea what the answer is, and you haven't got to answer. But are you actually attracted to women?
I am attracted to women.
You're not gay?
No. But I will say that women are very difficult to be around.
Okay.
So there's that.
And do you think they should have the right to vote?
I do not. No, absolutely not.
They should stay at home?
Well, yeah, absolutely.
So basically, you're just a misogynist old dinosaur, aren't you? Have you ever had sex?
No, absolutely not.
Wow, says the guy who's never got laid.
I mean, Nick Fuentes is a virgin. Who would have ever guessed? Because only a man who's never felt the touch of a woman like Nick and whoever this guy is can really tell women what's up. Ladies, finishing isn't real for us. Imagine using the entire World Wide Web to tell people, the whole world, that you can't find it. Here's the thing, I like research. I'm a numbers girl. So ladies, we're gonna do a little test. We are gonna see if in fact, finishing for women doesn't exist. We're gonna see if we can find it and how many times we can find it. Gents, you're welcome to come in on this too if you wanna see with your lady, how many times could it happen in one day for research, for science. So for the ladies ready to donate their body to science, I've teamed up with Balesa to get a free vibe with every single order, because just because the incels aren't having fun in the bedroom doesn't mean that we can't.
So Nick Fuentes, okay. So Nick Fuentes can go on Piers Morgan's show and talk about women and say he talking about he's not gay. Bullshit. Pino Gotti, what's up, bro? This man, this fucking incel can sit on that podcast and say he's never been with a woman, that sleeping with a woman is yucky and gross, but he ain't gay. That motherfucker gayer than Todd Chrisley. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say. Gay. Super gay. Super gay. Sniffing draws gay. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Trump charge. Y'all want to explain this one? This is a different case. This is in court. Let me do my Chuck Schumer. Y'all want to talk about it? Y'all want to talk about it? Cosmic Blackie. I'm wearing my glasses like Chuck Schumer real quick. Y'all want to talk about it, MAGA? Y'all want to talk about it? Let's read, shall we? Now, before I start reading this, do we give a fuck if Bill Clinton's name is in these files? Doing all kinds of fucking bullshit with young girls. Do we care? Do we want Bill Clinton's ass in prison if he did? Yeah. Do we care if he's in the files? Nope. Do we want him to be accountable if he had harmed any of these young women? Yes, the fuck we do. Because we do not idolize politicians. I don't give a flying fuck if Bill Clinton's old dusty ass gets thrown in the work. He gets thrown in CCOT. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Go to jail. Go directly to jail. Do not collect $200. Thank you very much. Let's read, shall we? Clinton and Trump must pay for what they did to us, and as must the rest of the men that were involved in their seedy inner circle. Example 4, ransom _000284. My friend had sexual intercourse with Clinton, Prince Andrew, and Richard Branson. Sex tapes were in fact filmed on each separate occasion. I eventually managed to persuade her to send me some of the video footage, which she kept, implicating all 3 of these men. I have backed up the footage on several USB sticks and have secretly sent them to various different locations throughout Europe. Example 5, ransom _002895. Another friend was one of the many girls that had sexual relations with Donald Trump. She confided in me about her casual friendship with Donald. Mr. Trump definitely seemed to have a thing for her, and she told me how he kept going on about how he liked her pert nipples. Her pert nipples. That's weird. Donald Trump. Oh, trigger warning. So yeah, just so y'all know, it's trigger warning. I'm reading this verbatim. Donald Trump liked flicking and sucking her nipples until they were raw. One evening they were showering together and she showed me her nipples. They looked incredibly painful as they were red and swollen, and I remember wincing when I looked at them. I also know she had sexual relations with Trump at Jeffrey Epstein's New York mansion on regular occasions, as I once met Jen for coffee just before she was going to meet Trump and Epstein together at his mansion. Importantly, the emails which fatally undermined Miss Ransom's credibility were not available to Miss Maxwell's counsel when she examined Miss Ransom in the deposition in this case. For this reason, the deposition transcript standing alone leaves an incomplete and thus false impression of Miss Ransom and her outrageous claims. See how they try to demean what she's saying? See that? Several girls, let's see, I can read with several girls at one time. She confided to me about her friendship, blah, 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 blah. Okay, there we go. Let's see. I will shortly start forwarding you all the emails which I have managed to save. They include the following. That's been redacted. I moved from Edinburgh, New York in September 2006, where shortly after I was introduced to Jeffrey Epstein by Natalie. Okay. 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 But Trump is innocent, though. This is a Democrat hoax. That's what Trump said. This is a Democrat hoax. Y'all still say Erica Kirk is the grieving widow?
Oh, okay.
Oh, she's grieving, y'all. She is grieving. Oh, I know, Eddie. I know. Only a fool would think of something different. Ooh wee. Yeah, I gotta play this. And this is for all these single issue dumbasses out here. Oh, Palestine. Yeah, Palestine. Okay, cool. Bet. I'm gonna play this. Yes, indeed.
Let me make this very fucking clear, and I want the people in the back to hear me. Palestine is not a key issue for me when it comes to voting in next year's election. It's not even in the top fucking 10 for me, my boy. And you can call me whatever the fuck you want. If you think my litmus test is going to be on how people see Palestine right now instead of what's going on in my fucking country, bitch, you got me fucked up. They will not come before the issues in America. If you feel the litmus test for every candidate running in office should be Palestine, take your ass to Palestine. Because right now, my litmus test is if that fucking Democrat can unseat that motherfucking Republican. Right now, the ACA subsidies are gone. Everybody's health care is about to either triple or double. Food prices have not gone down. People can barely afford to eat. My voter rights as a black person is about to be fucked with, okay? I just watched my home state of Texas be gerrymandered the fuck where I don't see no blue whatsoever. Black women are dying at a higher rate in hospitals while they're giving birth. I watched a black woman in Georgia be a fucking incubator and her baby is still sitting in fucking NICU. We are watching families be torn apart in this.
Oh, let me pause this. Shout out to my brother Thomas in the super chat. Salute, Brody. He said this was great. Also, good talk yesterday. Yes, sir. That's why you're my brother. Much appreciated. Gotta go do my radio show now. Salute. Salute to you, bro. Have fun on your radio show, bro. Let me finish this up.
Goddamn country, bitch, you got me worried about that as a key issue? I'm worried about these goddamn tariffs that have made billions of dollars this year on top of the taxes we already motherfucking pay. I'm worried about next year when people get ready to file for their taxes, they're gonna have to pay a fucking arm and a leg just to get it done because the government no longer provides it. Our education system is being dismantled and put in certain places so it don't fucking exist anymore. That way white Christian nationalists can take over our education system, indoctrinate all our fucking children and leave them dumb as shit. But you want the fucking key issue to be Palestine? If you don't sit damn where, I will not be putting Palestine before my fucking country. I will not be putting Palestine before my fucking people. I will not be putting Palestine before my fucking health. I will not be putting Palestine before my motherfucking pocket so I can fucking survive. You've lost your mind. Now, let's make a disclaimer because I know how y'all like to fuck shit up. Do I not care about Palestine? Yes, I do. But like I've been saying, I can't help nobody if I can't take care of myself first. So like I said before, put your life jacket on before you try to go out and save somebody else, or both of your asses are gonna fucking drown.
I 110% agree with everything Nene said in this video. I'm not prioritizing nobody over myself. Nope. Cosmic Black, the only bad thing about not voting is you're voting for the other side. Those people, those dumbasses that I've been talking about for months and months and months on end, that I've been showing video after video after video on, those people vote. I don't have the luxury of sitting at home and not voting. Do I want to vote for these motherfuckers? No. No, I don't. But do I need to? Yes. Because if you don't vote, you get Trump. You don't vote, you get Republicans. You don't vote, you get cowards. You get pedophile protectors. You get people trying to eviscerate Black history. That's what you get. I don't have the luxury of not voting. I don't. I don't. Thank you, Benny Loco. I'm sorry. I can't afford not to. That's why I choose to educate people before y'all say stuff like that. Because that right there is foolish. So you rather give the keys and not have a say-so in your livelihood? Ain't no way, dog. Ain't no way. That's how they tricked you in 2024. Don't vote. You ain't got to vote Democrat or Republican. Just waste your vote on Jill Stein. Everything will be all right. And now look what we got. About to go to war with Venezuela. Trump's tariffs are killing our pockets. Motherfuckers are barely affording to live day to day. in a land of no friends, no one is representing you. You would just keep voting people that say, I won't do just nothing for black people. No, Kamala H, I will vote after the revolution. What if there ain't no revolution? Think about the what if. I always think of what's the worst that could happen. Shout out to Battlefield in the super chat. He said, black women are the only ones that got the passing grade in the last election. So I'm following my sisters. So am I. I'm not sitting down and letting some window tip, fucking room temperature IQ, fucking window licking hillbilly vote over me to tell me what to fucking do with my fucking tax money. While this fat orange pile of shit sits in the White House and breaks every law and these bastards cheer it on. Let me just, I guess I got to do this again. So I'll do this again. Did you know that every single step made by black people in America, Civil Rights Act, Voters' Rights Act, all of this shit, the FCRA, our access to the GI Bill, our access to FHA loans, our access to financial stuff in us, all that happened because we voted. Not because we sat at home. They don't just put who they want in unless somebody goes unchecked like Trump, which creates the optics that they just choose who they want. Because if that were true, every single Republican that ran this past November would have won by a landslide. Voting works. Ask Miami. Ask Mississippi. Ask them. Yeah, Kamala was winning. They cheated. Gotta understand they cheated. They cheated. Elon Musk was there for one reason, to remove oversight. That's the whole purpose of Doge, bro. The whole purpose of Doge. So double-edged logic. You mean to tell me that Fani Willis sacrificed herself for nothing? Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, they sacrificed their lives for nothing. That's essentially what you're telling me. That's the reason why I'm sitting here now, was because of the sacrifice of those people. Marcus Garvey, Fred Hampton, Bobby Seale, Sojourner Truth. I'm sitting here now because of them. I wouldn't have what I had it not been for the sacrifice of my people. See, the problem is double-edged, and I'm not picking on you. The problem is you don't know enough about your history. Otherwise, you wouldn't be saying that. I know too much about my history now for me to ever sit my black ass at home and not vote. I know way too much about my history. Way too much. That's why I can't let that rock here. I won't let nobody come in my chat telling people don't vote when I see what happens when you don't. No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about the one I was talking to before you, bro. I'm speaking on the fact that you're talking about they just put who they want in. That's because that went unchecked. North Carolina went unchecked. Pennsylvania went unchecked. They went in every swing state. Elon Musk was there. Wisconsin, Michigan, all of them. Elon Musk was there. Did anybody question Elon Musk's presence there? While was Starlink there? Anybody? No, they didn't. They didn't. That's why we got Trump. You think that Trump having Jack Smith getting ready to go to court with all the evidence he compiled, you think that Donald Trump was going to risk losing the election? And Elon Musk had 23 open investigations on him, from the FAA to USAID, the whole nine? You think them two motherfuckers were just going to let that shit rock? Or did they conspire together to rig the election so Trump could win, and Trump in turn brought Elon Musk in and fucking big balls and these other fucking goofball retards so they can manipulate data, claim they're saving the taxpayer money, meanwhile removing all oversight? Voting makes us think we have a choice. We do have a choice. You either can vote or you don't vote. And when you don't vote, you don't have a right to say shit about nothing that you're dealt. Anything you're dealt after that, you don't have shit to say about nothing. That tells me you're willing to just take what somebody else gives you. We're not the same. Comprende? I have a choice. I won't let none of these fucking goofballs or none of these dumbasses on the internet convince me otherwise. I know too much to know better. That's why I make it my point to educate as many people as I can, because there's a lot of people like you, Double Edge, that think just like that. That's why a majority of the people who would have normally voted sat at home, because they believe that same logic. And look what that got us. The most corrupt, the most disgusting, the most evil and vile administration in my lifetime. 47 years on this earth, I've never seen a worse bunch of individuals. Shut up, shut up. I would not forfeit my right to vote for nobody. I don't give a fuck who it is. I will not. Well, we don't have a genie in the bottle, Double Edge. We don't. I can't get my wishes met. You never will. See, the problem with most of the people, these leftists, they keep trying to look for this perfect candidate that's gonna check all the boxes and all this other shit. They waiting for this perfect candidate to come along. There ain't gonna be one. There ain't. I vote for less harm. I vote using statistics, data. That's what I use. Statistically, Democrats, they create more jobs. They have better economies. They push more bills that benefit you versus them. Coach, what's up with it, family? Republicans vote for billionaires, corporations. They don't give a fuck about you. And now protecting pedophiles. They protect pedophiles more than they protect you. They protect pedophiles more than they protect you having adequate health insurance. It's a club and we're not in it. So, shut the club down. This is our house. You're talking from a standpoint that we work for them. We don't work for them. In order for them to own the club, we got to be the employees, right? We don't work for Trump. We don't work for the Republicans. Nope, we don't. We don't work for them motherfuckers. They work for us. They work for us. Period. The end. That is all. They work for us. When you figure that out, that's why. They work for us. Too many times, politicians has convinced us, the American people, that somehow we work for them. We have to beg them to do shit for us. They work for us. That's the problem. That's why I'm complaining. So what's your solution, Double Edge? What's your solution? What's your solution? Because I hear the whining. I hear the complaining. But I ain't heard one solution. Meanwhile, I'm giving solutions. I'm voting to get the bitches out the office. The Republicans gotta go. Corporate Democrats gotta get the fuck up out of here. Yeah. That's why I call them out by name. That's why I educate. That's why I research. That's why I do all that shit, because I'm looking for solutions instead of crying. That's what these FBA goofballs on the internet do. Whining and all, oh, the black people we never gonna get our reparations. And you ain't gave one fucking plan on how we get there. I got enough wherewithal to know that every accomplishment black people have ever made in this country, no matter how racist, prejudiced, bigoted that this country has been to us, has made because we voted, because we used the tools that we had available to us. So what do you want me to do, Double Edge? You're not making no sense. I'm trying to get you to start complaining. And then what? Be quiet and let them royally fuck us over? That's what you want me to do? Roll over and let them just do what the fuck they want? It's a big club. We can't do nothing. Just throw your hands up. That's why we got Trump. Now, I'm going to ask one more time. Give me a solution. What do we do then? Cut the check, family. We checking hairline. Give me a solution. Don't worry, I'll wait, because I'm never going to get one. I'm providing solutions. Yeah. I ain't just up here complaining. No, you're the one in here complaining. Oh, stop complaining. But what solutions do you got? You see how that works, Sheldon? You see? It's your show. Sure it is. Sure it is. You literally came in and interrupted me talking to my people. They say, stop complaining. Then I ask you, what's your solution then? Nothing. It's a big old club and you ain't in it. Cool, that sounds cool. But who owns the club? I do. My tax dollars say I do. So again, I ask, where's your solutions? This is why I don't get with that Dr. Kumar goofball fucking dumbass crash out logic. I don't subscribe to none of that shit. Call me a tether, whatever the fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn. I'm not sitting here letting my people be misinformed. I'm not doing it. I got a responsibility to over damn near 11,000 people. I got an obligation. Now, I'm not going to tell them to crash out and sit at home. Oh, there ain't nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. So where's your solution? What do we do to fix this fucking bullshit then? What do we do? None of these people got solutions to shit. Nothing. A whole list of fucking whining and complaining. Just like these fucking magatards and these white supremacists online. Complaining and whining with no solution whatsoever. Because every time I ask direct questions, I never get an answer. Ever. Oh, I know Andrew. That's why I'm waiting on that before I get off here. I'm finna get off here in a minute. I'm finna enjoy the rest of my day. I'm still waiting on the answer. That's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on an answer. You saying everything but an answer, Double Edge, and you pissing me off. You saying everything but a fucking answer. So you just want me to stand here and hope you come up with a fucking solution. While the world burns down, while Trump removes every ounce of our civil rights, while he erases our fucking history. So you want me to stand here and be a fucking idiot like you? The fuck is wrong with y'all niggas? The fuck you want me to do? Oh man, stop complaining, man. Stop complaining, bro. Stop complaining. You're not my brother. If you telling me to stand here while they burn my house down, you ain't no fucking brother of mine. So tell me, what the fuck do we do then? God damn, y'all always got all this shit to say. Man, a man sees the black. We ain't getting shit. We ain't getting this. We ain't getting that. We ain't getting that. You motherfuckers can't come up with a goddamn answer. Not one fucking answer. Not one. I've been as cool, calm, and collected and entertained this bullshit for as long as I can stand it. You over here trying to tell my people to be suckers and sit at home and let these motherfuckers burn our houses down. Sit here and let them burn the house down, Will. There ain't nothing you can do about it. Just stop complaining, bro. You know what I mean? People told Martin Luther King to stop complaining. Malcolm X to stop complaining. Fred Hampton to stop complaining. Marcus Garvey, stop complaining. Fuck out of here. I would never subscribe to that bullshit ass logic. No solution. Just sit here and be quiet and take getting stepped on. Fuck you. I ain't doing that shit. You can be a sucker all you want to. For me and my house, we stand on facts. And the facts say that every one of my ancestors got up and fucking done something. And we didn't sit here and wait for some racist ass hillbilly to vote over us. Because they want to hold on to whiteness, no matter who they kill to keep it. If you ain't figured this shit out, I don't know what else to tell you. You obviously ain't been here long enough to understand how much work I done put in showing and educating thousands of people, millions of people. They done convinced the poor white people that whiteness is the most important thing in this country to hold on to, while giving them absolutely nothing. They're in the same shitty ass pool we're all in. They done convinced some of you dumbass niggas that don't do nothing. They just gonna pick whoever they want to pick, and we just sit here and fucking take it. But meanwhile, you don't give us no fucking solutions, no nothing, just a bunch of fucking lip service with no solutions whatsoever. That's why I asked what I asked. Ain't gave us not one motherfucking answer yet. You said everything but the answer. Yes, free my grandma. Most of these motherfuckers that get on the internet say, man, if we were back in slavery, man, I've been killing me some slavery. No, the fuck you wouldn't. Your bitch ass would be sitting there watching them rape your sister. You wouldn't do shit. Look, man, I'll tell you what, dog. I'll tell you what, motherfucking right now. Stupid ass motherfucker. I'll show you right. I'll show you better than I can tell you, yep. I'll show you better than I can motherfucking tell you. I'll show you better than I can motherfucking tell you. Better than I can tell you. Better than I can tell you. I'll show you. Where you at? Yeah, ta-ta-ta. Yeah, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Take me to New York, I like to go someday. Take me to a place I like to see, LA. I really want you. Yeah, da, 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 da. Get your bitch ass the fuck up out of here, dumbass. Nobody gonna be sitting here listening to your bitch ass on here whining and crying. We not gonna do nothing. You just sit here and complain. Get your dumb ass out of here. Take your goofy ass, dumb ass, stupid ass logic the fuck on with your dumb ass. We ain't sitting here with your stupid ass, sitting here wondering what solution we gonna do. We sitting here wondering what the fuck you gonna say. Your dumb ass over here talking around the question. Get your dumb ass out of here. Wasting my motherfucking time. Yo retarded ass on out of here. Stupid ass nigga. Oh man, see, y'all complaining. What's your answer then, bitch? We standing here watching Klansmen come down the line. You talking about, man, just let them Klansmen. Your goofy ass on, bitch. You would have got me killed. Get your bitch ass off around me. I don't want none of you coward ass fucking shucking and jiving Sambos nowhere near me. Get the fuck off around me. If you one of them weak ass, spineless, Sambuck, you soft shoe butter biscuit eating bitch, get your goofy coon ass the fuck away from me. I don't like you. I don't like weirdo, spineless ass coons like you. Get the fuck off around me. Stay the fuck off around me. Your dumb ass, you won't realize it until they kicking in your door, dragging your kids out front. Shout out to Free My Grandma in the super chat. I definitely learned so much watching your channel, Trill. Keep your foot on their necks. Most definitely, bro. That's the reason why I do this shit. This dumbass fucking coon the fuck up out my chat. I'm over here talking that stupid ass shit. That's, oh, brother, you're not part of the club, brother. I see you gotta come over here and be a good nigga with me, bro. You gotta buck your eyes and smile. Buck your eyes real good. You want some chicken, nigga? You want a good old butter biscuit, nigga? You got to smile real big for Massa. Ain't nothing we can do, Massa. Massa's good as gives us sleeps. Get your bitch ass out my motherfucking face, you weak ass spineless coward. Yes, I love Massa. I just take everything what Massa gives me. I loves it. I loves being a shucking and jiving ass coon. Get your bitch ass the fuck up out of here, coward ass nigga. Oh, coward. I can't stand a fucking coward, bro. I can't stand them. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm gonna get off here. I hate fucking Sambos worse than I hate racists. That's the God honest truth. That is the God honest truth, bro. Real talk. Real talk. Fuck all this damn internet shit. These fucking coons and Sambos, bro. Nothing irritates me faster than these sellout ass coons trying to come and preach this self-right. Keep hope alive, Will. Keep hope alive, Will. Keep hope alive. Quit complaining. Just let the master fuck you while your wife watch. It's okay, Will. Said he fucked me in front of my wife, Will. It's okay, Will. I just butt my eyes real good and smile. Show all my teeth. Your weird ass the fuck off around me. Take your weird, spineless, goofy, soft-shoeing ass the fuck over there with Tim Bradley and Stephen A. Smith ally. Take your bitch ass on, bro. You got no place over here. None. Take your weird, weak ass over there. We ain't weak over here. We know what the fuck we fighting for. I know what I'm fighting for. I'm willing to die for my shit. Lewis Hinton. Roll Tide roll. We in them playoffs, ain't we, player? In the Rose Bowl. Ooh. Let the haters be mad. I don't have no, there ain't nothing coward about me at all, bro. What you see is what you get. What you see on this internet, I'll say it to that man's face. I don't give a flying fuck. You get mad, you want to rumble, I'll beat your ass. I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't care. All these fucking fake ass gangsters on the internet. Oh man, I'll fuck you up, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit you talking about. You won't say that shit in my presence. You won't. Most of these goofball clowns that get on here talking all that strong shit ain't tough in real life. Bro, hey, Callie, this motherfucker came in here talking about, man, you need to stop complaining, dog, man. It's a big club. You ain't in it, bro, man. It's a big club. See, they'll vote and put whoever they want in, man. That bitch is big TV, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Sheldon about to get timed out. Look, y'all want to bet? Y'all want to bet Sheldon get timed out? Yeah. Go sit over there in that corner and shut that weak ass shit up. How about that? Go tell Mr. Scumbo that shit. Go tell that lying ass Scumbo that shit. Tell him that. Santa Dog, what's up, bro? Go tell him that. How about that? You got 5 minutes to go talk to him. Tell him to go regurgitate that lie. I ain't never had to pull a gun on nobody. Ever. But I will. Yeah. But I will. Yeah, Callie, dumbass dude came in here talking about, man, see, I don't know why you over here complaining, bro, man. I don't see you complaining, man. You complaining. Look, you complaining. Look, this is what he said. Stupid ass coward niggas, bro. Stupid ass coward niggas. I can't stand a fucking coward Sambo. I can't stand them, dog. I can't stand them. I cannot stand them. Oh, you think you gonna get you? Oh, you think you slick, huh? You think you slick? You think you slick? Slick. Oh boy, think you slick, don't you? Oh, you slick? Oh, you ain't gonna get away from this timeout. Oh no, you ain't gonna get away from this timeout. Your ass ain't getting away from this motherfucking timeout. Nah, you gonna hold that shit. Tell that damn bold-faced lie. No, sir. Hold that timeout. Yeah. Hold that timeout, player. Hold that timeout. Hold that timeout. Hold that timeout. Hold that timeout. Yep. Free my grandma. Factuals. Stand for something or you'll fall for anything. You ain't standing on no if I ask you a simple question, like what is your solution? And you ain't got nothing but talking points for the Republican Party, or some fucking incel you heard on the internet, or some sellout coon on the internet. Oh, there's nothing you can do, brother. Just sit here and let them fuck you. Like I did. Buck your teeth. Buck your eyes and show your teeth. Fuck out of here. Meanwhile, the Republican Party are the most corrupt, treasonous pieces of dog shit ever known to man. All these fucking motherfuckers are complicit. Every single fucking one of them. Come on, man. Just sit over here and just take it like me, man. Fuck you. You a coward. You would have snitched on that Turner. You fucking coward. That's what you would have did. You would have told on that Turner. But Master, he over there planning. He's over there planning to go kiss you, Master. What is we gonna do, Master? Nope. I told y'all what would happen if a revolution jumped off in here. I already told y'all. No tolerance for Sambos at all. I don't know what happened, officer. I don't. All I know is these rednecks pulled up on us, started shooting. I shot back. That was the end of that. They drove off. I got hit right in my shoulder. You're sitting here watching these motherfuckers prioritize Argentina and Israel over our own health, over our own ability to eat, over our education, over our health care. Y'all sitting here watching these motherfuckers in real life talk about America first, which was parroted by the most racist motherfucking president of all fucking times. And then the slogan was carried by the fucking Ku Klux Klan, talking about America first, and your bitch asses, your best solution is to stop complaining. Shut your bitch ass up and get the fuck out of my face, bruh. Bruh, I'm gonna pray before I send him to hell. I'm for real, dog. Dead ass. Bro, dead ass serious, bro. On everything, bro. On me. I'm dead ass serious, bro. I'm as serious as the kangaroos on Donald Trump. I'm serious. I ain't here to play. Come here, Paul. Hey, Master, I spread them open like you like it, Master. Come in here trying to talk that weird ass goofy shit, bro. You don't care about your kids' future. You don't give a fuck about your future. You don't give a fuck about your great-grand's future. You don't care nothing about nothing. Just sit down and be fucking quiet, bro. That's some wild word, brother. Wow. I would never, ever, 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 ever sell my soul to appease some devil. Callie, thank you. We broke. We can't have a universal healthcare system, but we can send Israel $600 billion for nothing, for them to kill fucking kids and shit. And Battlefield. What do I be talking about all the time? Those three things right there. A better livable wage, better health insurance, better education for my kids, my grandkids. Anyway, all my kids out of school now. Israel will fall on their face, and they know it. They know it. They know it, famous. They know it. We over here carrying that whole. Look, that's like a man having a whole family across town, coming home every day, telling the family we gonna have to eat some breadcrumbs to survive. But he got a whole family across town that ain't eating steaks and lobster and shit. Right, Carpe Diem. This some bullshit, bro. Some bullshit. Motherfuckers going, bro, I'm spending more money than I've ever spent in my entire life. Just buying groceries and shit. I ain't out here spending money on crazy shit. That's the wild part about it, bro. That's the extremely wild part about all of it. Senate, man, bro. They did a hell of a job indoctrinating poor white people into believing that bullshit lie that other poor people are the reason why you poor. Meanwhile, they over here overlooking that billionaire that just got a whole fucking subsidy from the government in billions of dollars. Basically, billions of dollars of welfare that could have went to them. But they don't give a fuck. They too worried about that poor person going to the store buying Fruity Pebbles. Buying Pop-Tarts and shit for their kids because their kids like Pop-Tarts. I don't give a fuck what you buy with your food stamp. Give me some. Huh? I ain't too proud. Shit. Hell, shit. The fuck? Man, Callie. Let me go to the grocery store and spend $300. Motherfuckers over here using buy now, pay later fucking apps to go buy groceries and shit. And these motherfuckers talking about the economy is A+++. Just shut the fuck up, man. Motherfuckers said, boy, I tell you, boy, I tell you, these damn hillbillies are losing they fucking shit. This is the last fucking haul, the last call for racism in America, bro. That shit dying. They know it. Y'all see it. MAGA turning on each other. The Trump administration turning on each other. Most of the motherfuckers serving in the Trump White House hated stupid ass, but they only there for a grift. All these fucking influencers on the internet are all fucking tethers and fucking dumbass sellouts and goofballs. And here we are, going into debt, buying groceries, getting gas and shit, spending $40 at getting $12 worth of gas and 2 packs of cigarettes is $40. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Anytime a motherfucker tells you that being woke, being aware of who's fucking you is bad, you know you in a fucked up situation when a motherfucker telling you being aware of a situation around you is bad. Tell me when I'm lying. Y'all stop me when I'm lying, please. Stop me when I'm lying. Stop me when I'm lying. Stop me when I'm lying. Boy, motherfuckers get so mad when I tell the truth through my grandma. For real, bro. They get mad as shit when I sit here and tell the truth and provide receipts for the truth. They get mad. I'm a victim. I'm a nigga. I'm this. I'm that. I'm in here running up my credit cards, and these motherfuckers talking about the economy great. You talking about the economy great, and I'm having to use my credit card more than I ever had to use it before. You got to have multiple streams of income to even make it nowadays. Fortunately for me, I can pay for the shit. But what about the people who ain't in my situation, though? What about those? What about those people who are less fortunate than I am? I'm blessed. What about them? What happened to compassion? Treating others how you want to be treated. What if you was one of those ones in those bad situations where you working a dead-end job and you can barely afford to pay your bills, and now Trump done up groceries? You got kids at home. What if that was you? What if that was me? What about the homeless? Man, listen, that's a sickness. That's a mental sickness, dog. Motherfuckers would rather go without than to share. You would rather go without it than to share. You'd rather die with your racism than to share it. Motherfuckers filing bankruptcy. They're scared to go to the hospital because of medical costs. Everything is higher. This shit wasn't even this high last year. I was straight last year. Straight. One check. I paid every single one of my bills on one check. Now it's 1.5. Own the libs, lose your shirt. Yep. Oh, I'm owning the libs. Tell me what that got you. Tell me what that got you. Owning the libs got you what? What'd you get for it? I wish more motherfuckers have as much compassion as Christina had, or Benny Loco, or Nina, or Callie, or Shelton, or all y'all in the chat, man. I wish they had as much compassion as y'all have, man. That's crazy, man. We live in a society that would rather watch people suffer than to help your neighbor. And then they get up and go to church. They went to church this morning talking about they love the Lord. I swear, man, we live in a fucking fucked up ass time. It's a fucked up time to be alive, homie. Real shit. It's a fucked up time to be alive. Fucked up time to be up. Just watching people suffer. I can't do it. Boy, motherfuckers who are addicted to voting against their own self-interest are that's some work right there, bud. You are willing to vote against your own self-interest, to vote for a piece of shit who don't give a fuck about you at all. They don't care about you. They don't care about you starving. They don't care about your stomach rumbling. They don't give a fuck if you died tomorrow. They don't care if you had the mortgage, open up another mortgage on your house just to provide yourself with some good health care so that you don't die. Crazy work. Crazy work. And then have the audacity, the unmitigated gall to get on a social media platform and then claim you some Christian and you love God, when everything Jesus ever taught was about compassion. The Republicans are stealing. They are giving away money, our hard-earned tax money that we're barely surviving with, to billionaires who got mansions, having $50 million weddings and shit. They don't need no more fucking money. We need the money. Everybody, since I've been an adult, I've heard motherfuckers complain about not having enough money. That's it. Meanwhile, you ain't never heard a billionaire complain about shit, but they happy to receive them handouts. Bro, I can't do it, man. I can't see myself as a human being being okay with watching somebody suffer, watching somebody go without. Covering up for pedophiles. Taking our tax money. That's why I'm grateful for everybody who donates to my channel. I'm thankful for you. I am. I'm thankful. I'm not rich. I'll never get up here and pretend. Give me one, Sheldon. Shit, I need to be fucked up right now. Like shit, man. Yeah, I'm about to get one of them gummies. Either that or I'm about to take my cyclobenzaprine and be over here knocked the fuck out here in about after I eat this chicken and waffle. Yeah. Damn, Sheldon, you took it at 6? Go ahead, send her this. Well, if y'all can see how much money I spend every day, bro. Oh, for real? Oh, man. Hey, that thing will stay on your ass all day. Pause, for real, Sheldon. That cyclobenzaprine will stay on your ass all day. That's why I don't take them unless I'm off work. I'm on vacation this week, and I feel my neuropathy and my sciatica is fucking with me right now. So I know. Nina, don't ever feel bad about having a good heart. Don't ever feel bad about having a good heart. Don't ever feel bad about having a good heart. That's a great quality to have. That's why I like you. You have a good heart. Yep, carpe diem, you're right. Sheesh. Man, hey, have y'all seen that study that they did? Like the whole country is like in a state of fucking like misery. Like for real, bro. That's like a real life study right now. Where this country is like under like this big ass fucking like shit. Dead ass serious, bro. Dead ass serious. Like this country. Yep. They're winning. Look, y'all see how they keep trying to post all these fucking what you call it, these talking about the Dems got the lowest poll numbers. Y'all gotta remember two things. Number one, I don't trust any fucking mainstream media for information at all anymore. I don't. They all been bought out by fucking Republican dumbasses. So they're liable to say anything to give you the fucking thing to make you think that the Democrats suck. They this, they that. No, if that were the truth, then why are Democrats whooping the cowboy shit out of Republicans in every election they ran in there? Why did Tennessee 7, a district that's heavily gerrymandered, by the way, that Donald Trump carried by 20 points, swing the other way in 14 points? Why did that happen? If the Democrats suck so much. You see how reality is way different than what they try to tell you on mainstream media to scare your ass? So you think, oh man, see, the Democrats ain't doing shit either. They ain't worth a fuck either. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I don't listen to no polls on TV ever again. I would never do that shit again, man. I would never do that shit again. Nina, I would tell you that to your face and give you a big old hug too, because you're a good person. You really are. You are a good person. Yep. Andrew Tate, the sex trafficker, got his ass whooped last night. That shit was funny as fuck. Yep. Carpe diem, exactly right. Holding on to your humanity is tough right now. Don't allow yourselves to become the very thing you hate. It's daily work for me not to hate these people. It is definitely a challenge. You are absolutely right. That's why I've been here. That's why I talk to y'all. That's why I tell y'all exactly what the fuck is on my mind. If y'all was sitting right here in my house right now, I'd be telling y'all the same exact shit in y'all face right now. And I'll be showing you where I found the shit from. I would show y'all exactly where the fuck I found the information and show you where to find it. Oh, and shout out to Dave Chappelle. Ant Banks, what's up, family? How you doing today, man? Dave Chappelle is a fucking genius. Watch his new series on Netflix. He did a new stand-up on Netflix. I watched it last night. Beautiful. Man, yeah, the Geechee, the Gullah Geechee. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I already told Benny Loco. She probably had to pull me off her with a spatula. Let's give her a hug. I love Benny Loco. She's one of my favorite people. Yeah. That's why I go hard. That's why I do what I do. That's why I ask. Because closed mouths don't get fed. That's why I say donate to the channel. I appreciate every last one of y'all who do. And even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here. That's all that matters to me. It is what it is. I'm going to be blessed regardless. Because I'm not one of those ones that just pray and don't do nothing. I get up and I work. Thank God I'm off this week. I'm tired though. I was in North Carolina all weekend and I'm tired. I'm really tired. I really just want to chill and hang out. That's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna chill and I'm gonna hang out. I'm gonna watch TV and I'm trying to get my mind off shit, you know. It takes a lot to do this. It does. It takes a lot to do this. It really does. It takes a lot of mental wherewithal to constantly do this and have to put up with ignorance and stupidity every time you look up. Motherfuckers with no data, who are intellectually lazy, who are stupid, who failed civics anyway. Like, I mean, y'all want to know what? One thing I realized, the reason why y'all rock with me so heavy is because of the fact that real recognize real. Hey, Julie. You're another one of the ones, too. I do shit. Hey, Benny Loco just don't know sometimes when I'll be just, I go through my mental rigmaroles and shit. I'll just turn on one of her videos and I'll watch. I listen to the joy in her voice and it makes me happy. Diane, I was listening to you play last night. I just came in from North Carolina because I was working in North Carolina this weekend. And it was relaxing. Because, I mean, strong people need people too. Like, for real. Strong people need people. And I mean, strong as I am, I need hugs too. I need people praying for me too. Aunt Banks, always showing love in that Cash App. Salute to you, man, and thank you. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Yeah. Well, I wish you nothing but the best of luck tomorrow, Eddie. You got this. You won already. Already speaking into the atmosphere, bro. Yeah, Diane helped me go to sleep because I was having one of those insomniac nights and I just listened to them play. And music always, it's a lullaby to me. It makes me go to sleep, makes me wind down. And, I can just finally let my mind rest without thinking about this stupid ass politics shit all the time. Let it overly consume me and shit. And I get mad and angry and shit. Nah. Yeah. See, everybody needs somebody. I don't care how tough you think you are. Everybody needs. That's why I'm thankful for my community. That's why y'all hear me forever scream shout out to the LDBC. That's the reason. Because I need help too. Hey, man, I'm only as strong as the one I surround myself with. And thank God. Thank God he allowed me to pick such a dope ass family. I appreciate that for real. I do. I appreciate it. Yeah. I appreciate that. I'm one of those ones that I do not consider it an honor. See, Sheldon about to get timed out again, dog. He trying again. I know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm gonna go pay one of my friends a visit who came here to help me celebrate my birthday. My brother Mansa Musa, his birthday is coming up this week. And I promised him something, and I'm gonna go get it, and I'm gonna deliver it to him personally tomorrow. I'm gonna go live from his house. So I show you, I show love where I get love in real life. Like dead ass. I show love where I get love in real life. I sure do. You come here, I'm going to your house. Put my feet up. Show is. But anywho, enough of this ranting and raving and shit. I think I've done enough for today. What y'all think? What y'all think? No, we always sit in here and chill on the wind down part of this shit. But stop talking shit, Sheldon. Shit. You about to get timed the fuck out again. Show is about to get timed out again. Mm-hmm. Outside of damn Sambo coming in here trying to ruin my show, I think it's been pretty good today. Has. You making deviled eggs, Lord Jesus. Let him come find me. He ain't gonna come back. He ain't gonna come back. He is not gonna come back. Not from this. Thank you, Benny Loco. It means a lot coming from you. That means a lot. I'm gonna put up some new cameras tomorrow. Either tomorrow or next week. I'm gonna put up new cameras. I'm gonna put a Ring doorbell camera up in the front of the house, and I'm gonna put 2 new cameras out the back. So yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I just gotta pick them up from Best Buy. Man, I got 4 of them so far. Well, I got 6 now. Well, 7 now. I just ordered 2 the spotlight cameras like I got on the side of my house. And I'm gonna put one. I gotta remind myself to get the solar panels for them so I don't have to put batteries in them. I'm gonna watch a movie. Some old action movie. I'm probably gonna watch like the Transformers. Kind of like watching Optimus. This is Optimus Prime. Yeah, I'm gonna watch Optimus Prime. Try to get in the holiday spirit, you know. But anywho's, shout out to the mighty LDBC. Shout out to every single one of y'all. I love y'all. Ain't nothing y'all can do about it. And all that good fun stuff. Thank y'all for smashing the like button. Thank y'all for participating. I can't even get my words together. For participating in all that good fun stuff. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all just don't understand how dope y'all are to me. Y'all are so dope. I'm still waiting on my package to get here, and it still ain't here. That I ordered from Amazon. That was supposed to be here yesterday. I got 2 spotlights, I got 2 spotlight cameras, with the big old lights on them, and I got 2 of the one with the smaller lights on the side of the house. They light up pretty good though. But we're gonna have them everywhere. So yeah. Oh, I'll be on before Christmas. I'm off this week. I'm on vacation this week. I'm on vacation till Friday. So yeah, I ain't doing nothing. I'm purposely make myself shut the fuck down and not do shit. So yeah. Yeah, Bigfoot got to get past my AR first, though. Yes, indeed. Y'all have a good one. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Shout out to everybody in the chat, super chat. Shout out to everybody in here, man. Y'all have a good one.